In this episode 10 of the Daily Hustle, we go through the sales formula that will help you sell more stuff, and Marshall tries to sell me this tall llama thing.
Broadcasting from the box that rocks and Thrive15.com world headquarters, it's the Daily Hustle with Daniel McKenna.
Welcome into the box that rocks. This is Daniel McKenna. That is Marshall Morris. This is episode 10 of the Daily Hustle. Episode 10, Marshall.
Yeah, we've done this 10 times. Well, you've done it 10 times. I've done it 9 times.
9 times. 10 times over here, 10-9. It's a close score.
Yeah.
But episode 10, and I know you are specifically going to be excited about this one. This one's in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I've been trying to get ahead on the number of times that I've done it, so I sabotaged your car a few days ago.
Just waiting for that to,
Just
for me
waiting
to
for
notice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, episode 10, just in case you guys don't know who we are, if you're just tuning in for the first time, we are from Thrive15.com. It's an online platform that is teaching thousands of people all over the world how to run and grow their businesses, their small businesses. Our goal is millions.
Yeah.
Our goal is to mentor millions. Right now, we're in the thousands and tens of thousands, so we want to get up there. We also do one-on-one coaching, hundreds of clients we meet with on an individual basis every week and help them grow their business. We also have workshops, those sort of things. But today, we are answering questions from Thrive15.com, from Thrivers, as well as on Twitter and on Instagram. So, Marshall, episode 10.
Yeah.
Why don't you give us some mojo? Give us some mojo. Let's go ahead and jump into episode 10's question here. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I feel good about that. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go jump into it.
Okay. So episode number 10, here's the question. How do I sell more gym memberships?
Go on.
Okay, this one comes from Alice, and Alice is actually over in Australia.
Is she?
Yeah.
That's 2 from Australia. We had
Yeah.
Sammy in Australia and now Alice from Australia.
Alice is in Australia, and this is what she writes. She goes, I've recently seen an opportunity to be a membership consultant doing gym sales, which could lead to potentially being assistant manager at the gym if the applicant shows that they are worthy enough. Okay. I called up and I told them how much I value I would be to their company and that an interview would be greatly appreciated. Next day, I get the interview and I impress them so much I get the job straight away over numerous applicants. Now, I start the job in 3 weeks as a membership consultant, which I want to thrive greatly in, so they will consider me in the assistant manager role. I'm also in crazy debt as I wanted this opportunity so bad I sold all my things and I moved across the states to live there. So I'm putting everything I got into this, and so any help to, number 1, boost my sales skills, and number 2, get out of debt through commission in the job, and number 3, show my boss how much I'm valued and worth I have to the company.
Boom.
This is from Alice.
Alice sounds like a hustler.
Alice sounds like Alice is ready to be motivated.
Alice sounds like she's the real deal.
Yeah.
Just calling them up and telling them how much value they would bring is a good move.
Yeah.
Like from the very beginning. Normally, you just do the old paper application. You hope to hear back.
That's
She
right.
called them up and got the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. So today's episode is going to be talking about the sales formula.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to apply to you specifically, Alice, and anybody else that's trying to sell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So if you like to sell stuff, this one is for you. I'm pumped about it. I know this, Marshall. You're gonna perk up. You're gonna get going here in this episode. I'm gonna have to calm you down. First of all, before we jump into this, let's say you're somebody at home that's like, sales. I don't like sales. Sales are scammy. I don't like sales. I don't feel comfortable doing sales. Marshall, if you are trying to run your own business or grow your own business, how important are sales?
Sales are very important. This is actually the only thing that's important.
Okay, the only thing.
Only thing.
Marshall, if I am the guy that runs the company, it's small business.
Yeah.
I have 10 employees or less.
Okay.
And I don't like sales.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not investing my mind and my energy and my thought process to sales.
Yeah.
No scientific number here, but if you were to guess, do they have any chance of really, not just making it, but really succeeding?
There's a quote that I came up with.
I'm ready.
If you don't do sales, you will fails.
That's fantastic. That's really good, actually. Look for that on Google. Look for that, Marshall Morris.
It's on Goodreads.
Goodreads. If you don't do sales, you will fails. But this is, you have to do it,
Yeah.
regardless of what position you are in. Alice, she actually wants to get good at this.
Mm-hmm.
So Alice is top notch. She's a hustler. Anybody that's really trying to grow their business, they're gonna get this. Be like, yeah, I got to do this. Okay, so if you're in the minority at home who have your own business but don't want to do sales, you need to watch this. You need to pay attention. And if you are at home and you do want to do sales but you want to get better at this, you need to watch this. You need to pay attention. Harvey Mackey says, to me, job titles don't matter. Everyone is in sales. It's the only way we stay in business.
There you go.
So whether you listen to Harvey Mackey or whether you listen to Marshall Morris, if you don't have sales, you will fails.
That's right.
There you go. Okay. Let's jump right into number one here, Marshall. We have let's see here. Of course, it's 6 again. It's the 6 principles of the sales formula. Marshall, go ahead and jump into number 1.
Number 1 is understand the formula for sales. Rapport, needs, benefits, close, isolate objections.
Read this to me one more time.
Understand the formula. Rapport, needs, benefits, close, isolate objections.
So you're saying a formula as in like, I mean, if you're saying it's a formula, you're saying this works.
Yeah, 100% of the time.
Marshall, when you were a young gun, back in the day,
Yeah,
doing sales for the first time,
yeah.
did you like commonly like, oh yeah, obviously, rapport, needs, benefits, close, isolate objections, obviously, yeah. Or was there some sort of learning along the way?
No, I was originally what I thought sales was call them, ask for the credit card number.
I mean, that is kind of, I mean, that's part of it.
I skipped a few steps,
Sure, yeah.
and it didn't result in a whole lot of sales.
Okay, so we're talking about not the people that are looking out to you. They're not calling you, Marshall Morris, and saying, please let me pay you right now.
Yeah, because there's so many of those people.
Because there are so many of those people, right? But there's probably a small percentage. And then the rest of the percentage, you're going to have to convince that you solve their needs the best way.
Yeah.
And people don't want to be sold to, but they do like to buy.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So whether we've seen this in Clay Clark's DJ company, we've seen this in My Photo Company,
Mm-hmm.
we've seen this in numerous other companies, trade shows, and mailers, and over-the-phone sales. They're going to buy. Are they going to choose you, or are they going to choose somebody else?
That's right.
Okay. So you got to go into it knowing they're going to buy, so all you have to do is prove to them that you are the best option. So the formula, rapport, needs, benefits, close, isolate objections. That's the understanding the formula. Let's go ahead and jump into number 2, which is rapport. Marshall, what is rapport?
Rapport at this particular juncture in the sales call, it's the very first part, and your goal is to get the prospect to both like and trust you. That is what rapport is.
This is the first step.
This is the first step, is you have got to get them to like and trust you. If you do not have rapport, then nothing else matters.
Okay, so specifically, Marshall and I have both worked trade shows for the photo company.
Yeah.
It's the biggest photo company of its kind this side of the Mississippi. We do 500 events a year in an industry where most people do 30.
Mm-hmm.
We've had proven success doing this for multiple years in multiple states, done this over and over and over. Okay. What is the first step when you might see somebody out at a bridal fair, at a trade show? What's the first step? What do you do first?
Dance with them. No, I'm just messing with you. You've got to very quickly make them like you, okay? Or catch their attention in a way, in a sea of people, because you think about it, you're at the trade show, and immediately there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and even more hundreds of vendors there at the trade show.
Yeah.
And you have to quickly convince them that you are worth their time to just talk to for a few minutes. And that's hard.
Have you seen the move where the guy sets up the booth and he sits down in the back of the booth and he puts out some flyers on the table and he just hopes somebody comes and talks to him. We're at the trade show. Like you said, there's hundreds of people there, hundreds of vendors there.
Mm-hmm.
People are there because they want to spend money on these services. They're just trying to figure out who am I paying, right? And you've seen the guy in the back of the booth that doesn't really try to build any rapport.
Yeah.
He's just like, this is what I got. You want me to show up at your wedding or what? You want me to show up at your event?
Mm-hmm.
Does that guy have very much success? Do you see that guy having a lot
No.
of success?
And furthermore, I have no idea how he affords to buy a trade show booth every year.
Because you see him like talking to like 3 people all day.
Who does business with that person? I don't know.
Meanwhile, our team is talking to 75, 100, 125 candidates a day.
Yeah.
People that could pay us. Okay. So when you're building rapport, here's the practical stuff. A, you have to observe the 70-30 rule of conversational generosity, meaning rapport, baby. We're not talking at you. We can't talk at you. You've got to get them to talk to you. You've got to ask them questions. They're going to lead to them telling you what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? In a way to get them to like you. So if you are funny, be funny. If you are very kind, be very kind. If you are mean and don't want to talk to people, you've got to get over it or fake it or something. Like this is the thing, right? So the step here is you got to script out 5 questions that you can ask. So off the top of your dome, you've got 5 go-to moves that you can go to.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a, hey, you enjoying the trade show? Hey, have you seen the cake across the aisle? Have you tried any cake today? Have you seen what we offer here? Have you... 5 questions that you can go to get a hold of people. Now, I realize we're talking about trade shows. We have a lot of experience in trade shows. This happens over the phone. This even happens on the internet. From the very beginning, you're not just saying, here's my offer. Here's my product. It's $20. You got to build some romance there.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be some romance. Build some romance. So that's rapport. You got to build rapport. This is Mary Kay Ash. Mary Kay, the cosmetic company, you might have seen their pink Cadillacs driving around. Pretend that every single person you meet has a sign around his or her neck that says, make me feel important. Not only will you succeed in sales, you will succeed in life. So regardless of what your industry is, whatever it is that you do to make money, maybe it's you go make sales calls out at vendors' places. What's the first step? The first step isn't to walk in and go, I offer video production for $700. The first step is to build some rapport, get them to like you. This isn't even 5 minutes of the time. You're spending a few minutes trying to get them warmed up to where they will actually talk to you. Okay? By the way, Mary Kay Ash, do we have time to jump into her story? What do you think? Do you have time for that?
Yeah.
I want to jump into Mary Kay's story here real quick. This is a little story time. Give me some story time music for Mary Kay. Doing the research for today's show, getting all the facts, getting all the figures. Whoa, wow, that was aggressive. Oh wow, okay, well, Mary Kay, this one's for you. I mean, she won't personally hear this, but Mary Kay story. Here we go. Did you know Mary Kay? She started out selling selling books door to door during World War II. World War II. Husband's off at war. She's at home. She's going door to door selling books to make money. Got frustrated later on in her career when she got passed over for promotion in favor of a man she had trained, so she quit and started writing a book. That book became a business plan, and she decided to start a business with her husband with the goal of empowering women. So she's killing it in business, or at least you're led to believe she's killing it in business. And then some dude gets the promotion, because this is back in like the 40s or the 50s or something. Maybe the 60s. She doesn't get the chance she thinks she deserves, so she's like, I quit. I'm out of here. I'm writing a book. I'm going to empower women. That book became a business plan. So her and her husband decided to start this business. 1 month before she was going to start, her husband died of a heart attack. It's not easy. All these stories of people that made it big, do you ever see, like, it was really easy for them?
They had everything given for them.
Everything just fell into place. They had the perfect plan, and it took off like a rocket. You ever see that?
No.
Okay. Because, I mean, this is a sales company.
That's right.
Okay, so before the sailing even started, things got hard. Okay, so 1 month after her husband died, she went ahead and started her company with a $5,000 loan from her son. So she doesn't have any money. Her husband just died. She's out there going to start a company to empower women back in a time period where empowering women wasn't very fashionable.
That's right.
So she had everything going against her, and she's like, I'm going for it. Fast forward to now, 2016. She's the 107th biggest private company in America, did $4 billion in sales this year.
That's with a B.
That's with a B. That's huge. That's awesome. And this is a sales company. So regardless of where you are, regardless of what circumstances you have going against you, regardless of where you are in the pattern of life, whether you're feeling up or feeling down, you can do it. It's not going to be easy, but you definitely can do it if you want to stick to it and do it. Mary Kay. That's a cool story. That's very cool. One more time, she said that pretend that every single person you meet has a sign around his or her neck that says, make me feel important. Not only will you succeed in sales, you will succeed in life. So rapport, building rapport. That's part one of the formula.
Okay.
Let's go to part two of the formula.
Part two are needs. Needs. So your goal is to create dissatisfaction with where the buyer is and where they want to be by asking questions focused on finding their current pain and the gains they would experience as a result of using your product or service.
So they are going to buy somewhere. Maybe it's with you, maybe it's with somebody else. Maybe it's with a different product or a different service, but it's fulfilling a need that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So your goal is to create dissatisfaction with where they are and where they want to be. Now, if they weren't out looking to buy something, if they didn't have a need, that's going to be tougher for you.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to know they do have a need.
Mm-hmm.
If they're looking to buy anything, they for sure have a need. Now your goal is to find that need, find where their dissatisfaction is, and then show them in the following steps how your solution provides what they need to fulfill their need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're still observing the 70-30 rule of conversational generosity. That doesn't go away. Right now, we're finding what it is that you are looking for. Okay? I've already built some rapport. You kind of like me. You're at least like, okay, I'll talk to this guy. You're going to script out 5 questions here, too. Okay? So you've got up to 5 questions for rapport building. You've got up to 5 questions for needs. These questions, though, you're going to base them around what you excel at. Specifically, for instance, we'll keep going to the photo company. Specifically, people at weddings. Typically, photographer, 4 hours, 6 hours, and I'm out. Do weddings last longer than 4 to 6 hours?
Typically, yes.
Typically, yes. Especially if you're there like before the ceremony and stuff.
Mine is definitely lasting more than 4 hours.
Okay, so before the ceremony, and then the reception. So sometimes you're talking about like beginning of the reception.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're talking about like you've maybe had the first dance, all the dancing, cake cutting, all that stuff still to go,
Mm-hmm.
and the photographer's like, peace.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to pay him a lot more. We know from going to tons of weddings. How many weddings have you been to, Marshall?
Probably close to 200.
Yeah. I've probably been to probably somewhere in the 500 range, legitimately.
Yeah. I've probably attended, like as an attendee.
Yeah, just in general total.
I've attended probably 10. I've probably worked at somewhere between 170, 200 weddings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So between the two of us, working and attending, somewhere in the 700 to 750 range.
Yeah.
We've been to a lot of these things.
And you're much more experienced than me.
I don't know what that means. But we're going to script out our questions, our needs question, to base them around what we excel at. Well, what do we excel at? One of our features is we offer unlimited time with every one of our packages.
Yeah.
So right away, I've got something I know that I can start finding their needs right away. Hey, you know how typically photographers are going to be there 4 to 6 hours?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that you're going to end up being sort of rushed by that on the day of because you're going to want to try to fit everything that you want to get photos of in before they take off, before they peace out. Actually, with our company, we're going to do unlimited time, so we're going to get there before the ceremony, and then we're going to be there until you kick us out. meaning that the night gets to go according to your schedule, meaning that we'll be all the way there through the grand exit, meaning we'll capture all those moments that other photographers wouldn't capture. Oh, and by the way, we're going to be less expensive than they are. Right away. So I'm creating a need. Creating a need right away, okay? So you got to do the same thing. Whatever it is in your company, whatever it is that you excel at, things that you can do better than your competition, whether it's price, whether it's speed, whether it's quality, whether it's reliability, whatever it is, script your questions around things that you excel at, okay? So, for instance, that question for us would be, how long do you want us there at the wedding? And they'll say, well, I'd like to get all the photos. Cool. Got it? So script those questions around what you excel at. Zig Ziglar says that you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. He's just a multi producing, best-selling author, speaker, consultant. He says you will get all you want in life if you help other people get what they want. So we're creating the dissatisfaction. We're helping you get what you want, which is going to lead us to getting what we want, which is we're going to work together. Let's go on to the next step here. Next step here, Marshall.
Bang. Step number 4, okay?
Yep.
Step number 4, third part of the sales process.
That's right.
Benefits, okay? Your goal is to deliver benefits that solve the problem of your prospect and are supported by facts.
Supported by facts.
Facts.
Not fluff.
Not fluff.
We are the most premier quality service in the DFW Metroplex area.
Puffery. Not puffery.
Oh, not puffery.
Not puffery.
So not that.
Not that.
We are the most super quality of all time based on our groundbreaking state-of-the-art technology.
That's also puffery.
Oh, that's also puffery. That's not what we're doing.
No.
Okay. Benefits.
Yeah. Benefits.
So we just created the need.
Mm-hmm.
We just created the need. We said, this is where, this is some pain points for you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's for your company. Maybe you are an advertising company. Maybe the pain point is you need to drive more people in for sales.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a great product. You just need to talk to more people.
Mm-hmm.
Your current method costs you a lot and does not produce very much money and takes forever to get done. Here's how we can be better than that. You've just shown the need. The benefits are you're saying how you're going to solve that need, and here's the supported facts. Yes, I can solve your need, and this is why. Yes, I can solve your need. This is the proof. Okay? Go ahead and read me the Jerry Voss quote there. He's the author of Soft Selling in a Hard World.
Yeah.
Which, Marshall, I know for sure at one point this was your favorite book of all time.
Yeah.
Is it still your favorite book of all time?
Yeah.
There you go. Why is this such a transformational book for you?
I think this is potentially my favorite book of all time. I think it really is. I can't think of a book that I have a deeper relationship with.
Have you read more than 5 books in your lifetime?
Yeah, I've read 6.
You've read 6.
Yeah. No, this book is just awesome. It stays on my desk. Is there somebody over there? I don't know who can go get it.
Could you yell at maybe, I don't know, Sherita over there?
Alex! Is that Alex? Robert!
Come here, Mel.
Robert!
We got Mel. Mel's coming.
Okay, Mel's
coming.
Can you grab Soft Selling in a Hard World on my desk? Soft Selling in a Hard World. All right, this is live in living color.
So you keep this on your desk.
Yeah.
Legitimately, though, how many books have you read? Have you perused? Have you gained knowledge from? Hundreds?
Maybe, hundreds. Probably not quite thousands. I remember I had to read 200 books until my parents would ever let me get a PlayStation. They made me do that.
And you did it.
I did it. Because I wanted that PlayStation.
There you go.
So, yeah. They said
We're waiting for the guy. Okay, here comes Mel. Mel's bringing it.
Is she coming?
Yeah, she's coming. This is the real stuff. This is right off your desk.
This is on my desk.
Thanks, Mel.
Thanks, Mel. Mel, you're a rock
That's
star.
Mel. Mel's a rock star. Say hi to Mel. Hi, Mel. Okay, there you go.
So this is the book that will change lives.
It's kind of a small book.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But you're saying that small book is going to change my life?
Yeah, I have all kinds of notes all throughout it, like do this, don't do that. It's kind of like a handbook for me at this
Did
point.
Jerry pay us to promote this book
No,
today?
I wish we would make money from all these plugs, but But just like facing objections, check that out. That's just like the hot sauce.
That is the hot sauce. Go ahead and give me the Jerry Voss quote here
Okay.
from your favorite book of all time.
So benefits, okay. First, state the benefit, not the feature you are about to prove. Then, prove that benefit using facts, figures, opinion of experts in the field, testimonials of others in the industry, and other tangible information that is quantifiable and real. Using those facts, apply the benefit to the buyer, personally if possible.
What's the difference between a benefit and a feature?
Benefits create value for the buyer. Features describe the product or service.
So a feature would be like, it's got 4 wheels instead of 2.
Yeah.
And what's the benefit?
Benefit is that it is
More stable.
more stable so that you don't crash.
So wait, hang on. So you just took what the product does and you related it to the buyer in a way that solves one of their needs.
That's right.
So benefits. Are you getting this at home? Benefits, not features. Benefits, not features.
Oh, yeah.
Benefits supported by facts, not features supported by puffery.
That's right.
Okay, so give me an example of a benefit supported by either a fact, a figure, or an opinion of the expert in their field.
Okay. So a benefit would specifically be we have included gamification into the Thrive15.com platform.
Okay.
Why? Because specifically, the Journal of American Psychology has found that the cognitive load theory proves that adults cannot stay engaged with specific content for more than 15 minutes at a time. And furthermore, Forbes has stated that 70% of their top 2,000 companies use gamification within the workplace in order to keep employees more engaged. Why, you say? Because the 2014 Gallup poll saying, are employees engaged, shows that literally 67.5%, fact check me on this, 67.5%, okay? I think that's right, 68.5% of employees are actively disengaged or passively disengaged at their job. That leaves 31.5% of people that are engaged at their job. So, what do we need to do? We need to engage people. How? Through gamification. Why? Because every Forbes top 2,000 company is doing it. 70% of them are. And how is that important? Is because it's ingrained in the biology of humans.
I am astounded that you did that off the top of your dome with no prep and no, I didn't warn you at all.
I highly encourage somebody to fact check me on that, but I'm pretty damn sure I'm right.
So that was a benefit. They said, this is what we do. Well, why do we do it? Because of Forbes, because of this psychology review, because of this journal, because of bam, 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 proving what we offer is a valuable service.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive. That was more impressive than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest.
Somebody fact check me.
That's pretty great. So that's a benefit supported by facts, figures, or opinions of experts in the field. Okay? So, practically, remember the 5 questions? 5 questions for rapport, 5 questions to find those needs. Script out 5 benefits supported by facts, such as before and after photos of testimonials at a gym. Those worked well. Look, before and after we helped. After. Third-party articles, books, experts, testimonials. Okay? You got to have 5. You got to have up to 5. Now, do you have to hit every question every time? No. Do you have to hit every benefit every time? No. The point of doing 5 of each is to find what it is that your customer is looking for. Because each customer isn't going to have the same need. If it's the same industry, they'll have some of the same needs, but they're not going to have the specific same need, most likely. So you got to ask those questions beforehand, scripted, to know, okay, this is my general, I'm going to ask these questions, kind of see where the conversation goes. You can ask other questions other than that. And then here's how I'm going to back it up in general. If I know you don't care about unlimited time, if I know unlimited time isn't a thing for you, your event, your corporate event is 4 hours long. Tops. Unlimited time to you does not matter. I know this. Therefore, I'm going to hit you with other benefits. Got it? It doesn't have to be a robot-driven thing. These are just the 5 you got to go for. Okay. Let's go to Henry Ford. We're talking about benefits. We're talking about benefits and over-delivering. Henry Ford says, the man who will use his skill and constructive imagination to see how much he can give for $1 instead of how little he can give for $1 is bound to succeed.
Creating value.
Creating the value.
Yep.
And if you're a little guy and you're not a big guy that has the margins to buy millions of dollars of advertising, and you got to create money other ways, you got to provide more value than the big guys. Okay? More value. You're going to get more for the bang of the buck. Okay. Let's go on to step number 4 here in this process, Marshall.
That is the close. The close.
Yep.
So your goal is to confirm and verify the technical details while assuming the close.
So wait, this is one of the steps,
Yep.
is the close.
Yep.
As in intentional.
Yep. Proactive.
Proactive. As in, I'm going to do my spiel and then see what happens.
Yep.
That's not it.
Yep.
It's, I'm going to do my spiel, I'm going to hit him with these questions, I'm going to give him these benefits, and then I'm going for the close. Why is that a step, Marshall? Why is that like part of the process?
Because unfortunately, too many times, I couldn't tell you specifically the stat. Okay, I'm not going to make up a stat, but more times than it really should, people just don't ask for the close. They just don't ask. They're like, okay, that's my presentation.
What if I'm tracking with you, and I'm like, I like what this guy is saying. Yeah, that is a need. Yeah, I can see how that's solving that need. I've had this conversation. What happens if you do not go for the close at that point? What do I do?
That was neat. You say that was neat.
Like, okay.
Interesting.
Unless I'm ready to make a decision now, unless I'm like, I already have my credit card out, which is a small percentage of people, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm like, that's cool. Well, I'm going to go find out what else there is.
Yep.
But that was kind of cool. I like that idea. I might even be ready to buy. I might be there, and I just don't even, I haven't even thought about it yet. All I've been doing is thinking about, okay, yeah, I could totally see how that, okay. Yeah, that benefit is good. Oh, wow, these guys provide a lot of value. That's cool. I have not even thought about, okay, I'm going to buy right now. So you have to give them the opportunity. Script out your closing questions. See this pattern? Pattern? Formula? Proven steps that work? That's weird. Closing questions, such as, what package are you looking for? When do you want to start? Who's going to be paying? Who's making the decision? What are the personal details? Okay, number, address, debit card or credit card. So, for instance, at the end of the presentation, you've just done the rapport. You hit them with the needs. You hit them with the benefits. After the benefits, you said, and actually that special runs through Thursday. Did you guys want to take care of that with a debit card or with a credit card? Or maybe it's you're setting up an appointment. What we're doing is we're going to follow up with you after this because I don't want to rush you. Don't want to rush you. Special does run out on Saturday, so let's go ahead and talk on Friday. Are you better in the morning or in the afternoon? Proactive, actionable, close. Even if all it is setting up the follow-up appointment, there's got to be another step. If you're following up the appointment and then you're going to close the appointment, okay. If that's what's normal in your industry, okay, cool. I get it. Friday, what's good for you? Friday, 10. I've got a 10 a.m. and I've got a 3 p.m. It's not I guess get back to me, with questions. What are the likelihood that they're going to get back to you with questions?
They're not.
They're not. They're not. It's going to be like 2% of them will be like, okay, and then later actually call you back. Not going to happen. Friday, 10 a.m., 3 p.m. Or I've got a Tuesday at 4 p.m. Actionable close. Or if your industry, if your business is a buy, you're buying now, right? You're not setting appointments. It's, okay, so what package were you looking for? Is it this package or this package? Is it the silver or is it the platinum? I think we're leaning towards the silver. You know what? It's actually I feel like it's probably a better fit for you. The silver's probably going to be good. Are you guys thinking debit card or credit card? Because now we're bringing up the buying decision. We're giving them the opportunity to pay. Okay? Let's say, though, that you go for the close and they're like, well, I just don't know yet. I've got to ask my wife, or I'm not the one making the decision, or I just don't know about this, or I'm not ready to. Does that ever happen in sales?
Yeah, objections.
Objections?
Yeah.
Does this happen more often than not in sales?
Yeah, there's regularly objections.
So if it is a regular thing, shouldn't we probably be ready for it?
Yes.
Shouldn't we be ready for we're going to go for the close? You got to go for the close.
Mm-hmm.
One way or the other, got to action close. Knowing that a strong percentage of them is going to, regardless of how well you did your presentation, is going to be like, objection. Because there's going to be objections. So let's be prepared for those objections as the final step here of the sales formula. Give it to me here, Marshall.
Isolate objections. And so your goal is to determine their true main concern and solve and overcome this problem using facts and show them a true win-win.
A true win-win. So, for instance, I have an objection about, price. I don't want to pay that much. A little more expensive than I thought. Here's the steps. Here's the 3 steps. Step 1, I can appreciate that. Let me ask you, if blank was not an issue, what do you see as being the main benefit of what we offer? So if price was not an issue, what did you like about, what we offered? What did you like about it? Giving them the option, the chance to start talking about what it is that sticks out to them as a need, a benefit that you're going to solve. Step 2 is, you're exactly right. In fact, many of the customers we work with now once felt exactly like you, because most likely that's going to be 100% true. It's going to be things you run into all the time, right? When they first started working with us, and what they found is that we're going back into those benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting them with the facts.
The facts. Restating it.
Step 3 is, let me ask you, based on what we've talked about, what package do you feel would be best for you, this package or this package? Wait a second. We're back into the close?
Back into the close.
What is this called, Marshall?
It's called the deal wheel.
Oh, give me some music. Give me some music for the deal wheel here. Give me some music. Yeah. This is gonna be glorious. Yeah, this is deal wheel music. That's good. The deal wheel. Marshall, I'm gonna put you on the spot with the deal wheel here.
Okay.
We've just recited the steps of how to isolate objections. My objection is that I don't want to pay that much.
Okay.
It seems a little pricey for me. I don't know. I just want to think about it. It's a little bit out of my price range. I don't know. I'll get back to you.
What are we selling?
We're selling this figurine with a hat on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like the figurine. I like that you include the hat for free. It's a little bit more than I thought I wanted to pay. Hadn't really thought about it too much. I'll get back to you.
I can appreciate that. So what you're telling me is that the price is the issue?
Yeah. It's just it's a little bit more than I thought I was going to pay.
Well, let me ask you. If price wasn't an issue, what do you think the main benefit of having this figurine, the silver figurine with the hat, what would be the main benefit of having that?
Well, what is this? Like a dog or something?
It's like a
Llama?
tall llama
Tall llama?
dog thing.
Well, I was looking for a tall llama for my study. I did like that yours is silver. A lot of other places aren't silver. And I like that it's got a festive hat. I do like that, too. I didn't even plan on wearing, having a hat on the tall llama. But, yeah, I like the hat.
So what you're saying is you like that it's silver.
Yeah.
You like the festive hat. You weren't looking for that, but you do kind of like it.
Yeah. Now that I see it, I like it.
Well, you're exactly right. They don't make a whole lot of them in silver with hats.
Yeah.
In fact, many of the customers that we work with now felt the exact same way that you felt right now when they were like evaluating whether or not to get the silver llama with a hat.
Really?
Yeah. They had doubts. Hey, is it worth what I'm paying?
Yeah.
And what they found is that when they did their research, this is the highest quality silver. In fact, it's backed by the U.S. Mint Silver Association.
Wow.
Or other approved stat. And this hat actually is handmade by my mom.
Wow.
So it has that homey, sentimental feel to it.
Yeah.
And all the customers that we've worked with that have purchased it ended up loving it. And everybody comments on it in their study. It's incredible.
Really?
So let me ask you, did you want one or two of the llamas?
Wow. Well, I guess I don't need 2 llamas. I guess I'll just take the one.
Okay, so one llama. Did you want to do that on a Visa or a MasterCard?
Okay, so he wasn't making up stuff here. You can't say that everything was handmade by your mom or it's backed by the U.S. Mint silver. But those are, in this case...
Work with me here. I don't know.
I'm working with you. I'm working with you. He's using, in this case, he's using the facts behind what the product actually is. And he's saying that, okay, your objection is price, meaning that you don't feel like the value that you are getting is worth the amount of money you are paying. So let me show you why there's so much more value with what I'm offering. Hey, I get it. You know, some people thought that this $7,000 tall llama was too much. I get it. You know? What they found was, after they did the research, these llamas are probably worth like twice that much because of the silver included. And the hat that you'd have to go buy separately. The value there is really, I mean, that's what he was doing, okay? He's supporting it with real things, with real facts, but he's showing me how the value is so much higher than the price that I'm paying. To now I feel like, oh, I'm actually getting a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not scammy. He's not lying. He's not trying to, he's not trying to get me. He's just showing why his product is going to fulfill my needs.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say nope, he's going to say, oh, okay. I can totally see that. Tell me. If price wasn't an issue, what did you like? And then we're jumping back into the deal wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping into the deal wheel. And that's the sales formula.
That's the formula.
That's the formula. Marshall, how many hundreds to thousands of times have you seen or gone through this formula?
How many times?
Yeah, I mean, is it in the hundreds? Is it in the thousands?
Thousands.
Have you seen other attempts to not use this formula in the sales process?
Yes. It doesn't go well. Furthermore, I use this formula for everything. Everything.
Everything.
You know, you're going over Sunday family dinner,
Sure.
trying to decide, mom's trying to figure out what we're, going to be whooping up for family dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, Mom, you know what? Did you get a new haircut? Your hair looks phenomenal.
Oh, building rapport.
What are you thinking that you want to, cook? What are you hungry for?
Okay, so we're going to find out some needs. I'm thinking some sort of chili, maybe.
Yeah.
Some chili.
Yeah. Chili, okay.
Maybe some ham bone.
Okay. Ham bone soup.
Maybe some ham bone soup.
Okay. So you got a couple,
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about chicken pot pies?
Huh. Hadn't really considered the chicken pot pie.
Oh, yeah. Chicken pot pies, they're hearty.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. You make a mean chicken pot pie.
Really?
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I know that Maddie, my sister, and my dad, they love it.
Really?
Yeah, they think you do a great job of that too. I'll even go get the groceries for the chicken pot pies for you.
So needs, you're solving the family's needs.
Yeah.
Benefits, you're going to help supply the food.
Yeah.
It's going to be something everybody else likes.
Yeah. When are we eating?
Close. I love it. So there's the formula, everybody. There's the formula. Again, one more time. It's rapport, needs, benefits, close. Isolate the objections with the deal wheel, and you're back into the close. And then you're in objections, and you're isolating the objections, and you're back into the close. There you go. That's how you sell more stuff.
That's right.
Let's get into the daily wins of the week. I know we're running a little bit late here. For you. We'll fly through this. Through this.
Okay.
Give me some mojo though.
Okay, Mojo. Okay, daily win of the week. You ready?
I'm ready.
This one comes from Thomas over at Full Package Media.
Can you give me daily wins of the week as if you were Thomas? Have you ever spoken to Thomas?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me daily wins of the week as if you were Thomas.
I gotta figure it. Okay,
He's got
because
kind of
everybody else
kind of a
knows
deep
here.
voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. And ladies and gentlemen, presenting your daily wins of the week.
Did he whisper? What?
I don't know.
I thought that was good. Okay, hit me with the daily wins of the week.
Oh my God. All right, so Thomas over at Full Package Media, this is a company that we work with out of Dallas, Texas, and it is awesome. Okay, so check this out. He is booking between $2,000 and $4,000 of drone photography and videography every single week. Every single week.
Didn't he start this company like 6 months ago?
I think less than that. I think maybe like 3 months ago.
Like
maybe
3 months ago?
maybe 6 months. Somewhere between 6 and 3 months ago. And he does he's flying drones around up in the air around Dallas in the worst time of the year.
Oh, you mean December when it's cold and nothing looks pretty?
Yeah, exactly. And he's doing it by building scripts, following workflows. He's just making 200 sales calls a week.
So he's building scripts.
Yeah,
He's making the calls.
that's right.
He changes the script as needed. He builds the workflow after the script.
Yeah,
He's supplying the service.
that's right.
Making 200 calls a week. Cold calls, not to people that want his business.
No, nobody wants.
Nobody's
in
like
December.
searching out Thomas.
Yeah,
It's a brand new company.
yeah,
But he's booking between $2,000 and $4,000 a week
yeah.
of drone
Estimate.
photography and videography, killing it down there, really hustling. Super proud of that guy. That's awesome. Okay. Well, that was the Daily Wins of the Week. One more time, folks. If you are interested in the services that we provide to help bring your business to the next level, hit them up right there. ThriveTimeshow.com/workshops. It's a 2-day business extravaganza. It's going to change your business, guaranteed. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. 2 days, 16 hours. It's going to change your business. Also, go to Thrive15.com. Go through one of our business evaluations. Find out where your business ranks. You're going to get this book, Thrive. You're going to get this book, Thrive, for free. For free 99. Boom! For free 99. All right, folks, that's it for today. That was episode 10. Episode 10 is about sales, so of course Marshall was, extra energetic today. Marshall Morris, Daniel McKenna. We'll keep answering your questions. You keep asking them. That's been the Daily Hustle. See you later. Bam!
Bang.